Hi everybody, I am going to attempt to show you what my process is when I'm building a new lesson. This is version like 2.0 and I expect to get to version 7.0 at some point, but for now this is what seems to be working. Okay, so I've gone to course admin or content to build new content. And I've built a lesson template because I like to have my lessons in HTML. That means that they show up right on the screen and you don't have to go to another link to see the content. I feel like it's a little bit more accessible to lots of different devices. So I've built two. This one's in Spanish, but I'll show you the one in English. So I open up my template, which I've already edited. In the HTML editor here on the software. It's like a Word editor, but I've got it set up already. This is because I always am going to repeat the same format, so it saves a lot of time. So I am going to click here, Edit, and that opens up the HTML editor. But I actually don't want to edit this one, I need a copy. So I'm going to click on these two little boom booms, and that is going to open up the HTML source editor. Because if I copy and paste this, it's going to copy the text, but it's not going to copy the images. So I actually want the code. Once you've built this in the editor, you don't have to actually know what any of this code means. You're just going to select it all, Control C to copy. I'm going to cancel and cancel. And then go up here to my new unit. I'm actually doing some here trial lessons. So this is a unit that I have built as a blank unit. Create new HTML document. I'm going to call it trial HTML lesson copy paste from template. Okay. Now a bunch of times I've just copied the code in here, but that doesn't do anything because this is for text, so I'm going to get rid of it there. If you make that mistake, that's easy to fix. But I actually need to go back into the HTML editor, so I'm going to click here, HTML source editor, and this is just the blank page, it hasn't got anything there. So I'm going to cover up all that and Control V to copy on the code from my template. Okay, so now I have this template that I have built already, and I can go in and fill it in, and now it looks a lot like a word processor. So I can build a lesson in HTML from a template. That's my goal to do. The first time I did this, it took me a really long time, but now I find I can put up a lesson as long as I have it planned already. So I have a lesson plan already saved in Word for my own reference, but I can post it on the page in about 10 minutes if I have all of the resources ready to go and I know what I want to post. So let's say this is where I review and activate prior knowledge. I actually want to make sure that people know what HTML is. So I already have this website and I know that I want to make sure that they review it. So I am going to copy the text, Control C, go over here to my HTML review, and I'm going to paste it, but I don't want to paste it with the formatting that it came with. I want to paste it with the formatting that's here. So here's a neat little trick. If you do Control Shift V, it'll paste the text, but it doesn't paste the formatting that it came with. So here's the text, but I also want to make sure that people can get to the original website. So I'm going to put a little title here. Or no, that's not. I want to call it, what is HTML? And I'm going to link to the website. So I go back here to the website, copy the address. You can't see it there. Okay. Control C, copy the address. Click back to my lesson plan, link, URL to this page, and I want to open it in a new window. Okay. So I've got my review and prior knowledge. And now I want to provide some new information. So maybe my new information is, here is a video explaining how to edit the HTML editor in BrightSpace. Now I had a plan already, so I have a video that does that. I've got it here. This is published by BrightSpace. So I go to share. I can either just copy the link and post the link, or if I want the video to show up on the page, which I like because I think it's really clean and pretty, then I'm going to click embed. I'll go back, sorry. Share, embed, and the embed gives you a bunch of code that looks like HTML code. So you can click copy and it'll copy it all, and that actually copies it to the desktop already. Go back to your class, but if I just post the code in there, all it's going to show is the code, so I got to go to my HTML editor, find where that spot is, and what I like to do is sorry, I'll go back here. I like to find like what is the last thing. The last thing it said was BrightSpace. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to scroll down until I see the word BrightSpace. And then I know, there it is, BrightSpace. So after that, I just copy paste, so paste Control V in the code, OK. And now it actually sticks the video right in there. Okay, practice. So how will the students practice? They're going to make a template of your own in BrightSpace, and then review. I want to make sure that they've got it, so I'm actually going to have them turn something in. Okay, so to do that, I am going to save this, save it, and always make sure you click save every time you do anything, otherwise it does get lost. Save. I'm going to go to course admin, down here to surveys, new survey. We're going to call it trial classes link. You can attach it to a course or to a unit and add a question. New question. New, what kind of question? I need a new short answer question, but obviously you can do fill in the blank or whatever you want. And the question is, hey, post your page here, or whatever. Save. Hey, post a picture of your page here. So I go back to content and trial lessons. Pull this down a little bit so you can see it. Trial lessons. There's my how do I build. I'm going to edit this page again. Go down here to revise, and I'm going to put in here, use the survey tool to post a picture of your page. There's lots of different ways to collect formative feedback in D2L, and you'll just learn which tools work best. But right now I'm going to link to, you can link to any of these things. It could be a discussion, it could be more pieces of content, whatever. But I'm going to actually link to the survey because that's what I built, and there it is, trial link. And so that'll take students right there. And then I like to include a little bit of an extend, so usually I put in here links. Often in these links I don't actually embed the video because things are getting pretty long and dense here, but let's say maybe I want to embed a video on what is editing in HTML easy. Basic HTML website editing. So I am going to, same thing, share, but this time I'm just going to copy the link, not the embed code. Go back to my course, paste the link, but in order for it to work, I have to highlight it and link to, and it'll actually do this automatically for you. link to the thing, but I wanted to open in a new window. Update. And here I'm going to write a little note. Check out this video to see how to edit in HTML. And those are usually optional. And then always, 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 I'm going to pull this down a little bit, save. You always have to save or it'll get lost. Okay, awesome. Right now, the other thing to keep in mind is that, see this, it is actually hidden from students. So if I want students to be able to see it, I have to turn that on. And then I like to go up here, Julia Hale, view as a student, and just give a quick check to make sure that they can see it. So content, and that it looks okay. Oh, I know why. Course home, wait, I have to come out of here. So I made the lesson visible to students, but I didn't make the unit visible to students. So I'm going to go back to content. Trial lessons are now visible. And that's why it's good to check. View as a student. Content. Trial lessons, HTML, copy paste, and here it is. That's what the student will see. So I like this. I think it's really clean and it looks nice. I've checked it on the Chromebooks. It looks nice on the Chromebooks. And it doesn't require too many sort of new windows or other things happening. So that's what I've been doing. There are 1,000 different ways of creating lessons in D2L, but that's what's working for me right now.